Hi students, welcome to the next session of basics differentiation. So we discussed derivative of x power n, that is n into x power n minus 1 dx. So we discussed derivative of x square 2 into x power 2 minus 1 dx, that is 2x dx. Now how we have to do derivative of 1 by x square? So this can be written derivative of x power minus 2. So this minus 2 again in place of n, what is there here? In place of n, minus 2 is there. Therefore how we have to do? Minus 2 into x power minus 2 minus 1 dx. So finally you are going to get, so minus 2 into x power minus 3 dx. So minus 2 by, this one can be written as x cube dx. So like this with respect to x also we can. Derivative of x power minus 2 with respect to x. So minus 2 into x power minus 2 minus 1 dx by dx. That is going to be dx and dx will be cancelled. Then minus 2 into x power minus 3. So minus 2 by x cube. This is how we are going to do whenever 1 by x square is going to be present. Now very important one, derivative of any constant. So what is derivative means generally which is changing. Here x is changing with respect to x. Here only x changes, like that x is changing with respect to time. Derivative of x square with respect to time. So then 2 into x power 2 minus 1 dx by dt. Here x is changing with respect to time. Therefore constant, what is derivative of constant means? Derivative means which is changing, but constant will not change. Therefore derivative of constant is always 0 because it is going to be constant. In mathematics we will take derivative of constant is always 0. By using this, we will do some problems. We are going to apply all these in physics. Next, derivative of two variables, product. Derivative of x into y. How we will do this one means, whenever we are doing derivative of two physical quantities or variables, we are going to do like this. First, we will keep y constant. Y into dx plus, next we will keep x constant, x into dy. So in maths, derivative of xy we will write like this. They will teach generally derivative of uv. So uv dash plus vu dash they will say. What does it mean? Means u dv plus v du. Now this derivative of uv or derivative of xy with respect to x, if you wanted to do, how we are going to do means derivative of xy with respect to x. So remember, this is going to be remain same in denominator each and every time. First we will keep x constant, then dy x dy like this. Then what we should write in denominator? Dx. Plus first we kept x constant. Now we have to keep y constant. Y dx divided by dx. Then dx will be cancelled. So x dy by dx plus y. So this is going to be derivative of xy with respect to x. This is derivative of xy with respect to x. Now if you want derivative of xy with respect to y. Now see, derivative of xy with respect to x, we got y plus x dy by dx. Now derivative of xy with respect to y, what you are going to get means, already you can get the answer, but I am doing once. X into dy by dy plus y into x by dx. First we have to keep x constant, dy. Next we have to keep y constant, dx. So numerator is going to be coming like this. So now dy will be cancelled. X plus y with respect to y we are doing. dy will be. Now y into dx by d. See previous one with respect to x, how it is coming, with respect to y, how it is coming. Now derivative of xy. Derivative of xy with respect to time we are doing. Let us listen. How we have to write this one means derivative of xy with respect to time. Xy is changing with respect to time. At the time, x into dy by dt plus y into dx by dt. So denominator we are writing with respect to what it is changing. So like this we have to do in physics. In physics where we are getting this? Derivative of pressure into volume. Let us assume pressure and volume changes. Then how we have to write means P dV plus V dP. Just where we are applying in physics I am saying. Now let us assume if you are saying isobaric process. In isobaric process what is constant? Pressure is constant. So previously I said derivative of any constant is 0. At the time what will be dP? If pressure is constant, dP is 0. At the time this equation they are going to write like this. Derivative of PV is equal to P dV because dP is going to become 0 in isobaric process. Let us assume isochoric process. In isochoric process what is constant? Volume is constant. At that time dV is going to become 0. If dV is going to become 0, how this one we are going to write? Derivative of PV is equal to, now dV is 0, so V dP. So this one how we are going to get in physics. These all we are going to discuss later. Without knowing all these basics, we cannot do problems in NEET physics. Therefore, once we came to know all these things, so physics will become very, very easy for us. Now see next one. Derivative of 2x. What is derivative of 2x means? Like previous one you can apply. So 2 is constant. But even though how we are going to do, let us assume if it is u and v, just we will say 2 dx plus x derivative of 2. So what is derivative of constant? I said because 2 is constant. So derivative of constant is always 0. Therefore this one is going to become 0. Simply we will write 2, we have to write outside constant 2 dx. Let us assume derivative of 3x square. Then how we have to write means, now only we got, therefore this 3 you can write outside 3 dx square. Already this one we discussed. 2 into x power 2 minus 1. What we have to write here? We have to write dx. Don't forget that writing dx. Physics, in physics this is going to play main role. So many students will forget to write this. So 6 into x power 1. So 6x dx. So derivative of 4x cube. How we are going to write? 4 is constant, write it outside. Then derivative of x power n. 3 into x power 3 minus 1 dx. So therefore 12x square dx. Next, derivative of 2x cube with respect to t. Time let us assume t. Then 2 is constant, dx cube by dt. Then 2 derivative of x cube. 3 into x power 3 minus 1 dx. So this dt will be coming like this. 6x square dx by dt. So same thing I am doing with respect to x. So derivative of 2x cube with respect to x I am doing at the time. So 2 dx cube by dx. 2 dx cube means 3 into x power 3 minus 1 dx by dx. So now dx will be cancelled. So 6x square. See, with respect to x, whenever we are doing, beside nothing will come. But with respect to x, different one, not x. At the time dx by dt, only differentiation. Then at the time, only dx term is going to come. Just try to understand by taking more examples. You can do very fastly. Now see, so derivative of x square plus 2x plus 1, how we are going to do? Just we have to expand. Derivative of x square, derivative of 2x plus derivative of 1. So what we said, derivative of constant means derivative of 1 is 0. Since derivative of any constant is always 0, because constant will not change. Derivative meaning is which is going to change. So derivative of x square already we discussed. 2x dx. I am writing fast. Derivative of 2x. 2 you have to write outside. 2 dx plus 0. So 2x plus 2 you can take common dx. So like this we have to. Now same derivative equation x square plus 2x plus 1 with respect to x I am doing. At that time what you will get? Same you will get, but what is the difference means this dx will not come. Dx by dx is going to become cancelled. So 2x plus 2. Now derivative of x square plus 2x plus 1 I am only taking with respect to t, with respect to time. At the time 2x plus 2, what you will be getting? So dx is same, denominator dx by dt. So like this we are going to get. Now we will see derivative of sine theta. So what is derivative of sine theta in mathematics and how we are going to apply in physics? What is derivative of sine theta means? Cos theta. So cos theta you have to write extra again d theta. So many students will forget to write this. So derivative of sine theta with respect to x, let us assume with respect to x at the time cos theta d theta by dx. Next, derivative of sine theta with respect to time t at the time cos theta d theta by dt. So why I am giving like this means whenever in maths they are going to say derivative of sine theta is cos theta d theta. Now whenever it is coming for physics, derivative of sine ax they will say. Derivative of sine ax means what you will write? Cos ax. In place of theta what is there here? Ax is there. So after writing that, derivative of ax we have to write. So now answer is cos ax. What is derivative of ax? Previous one what we have applied here, derivative of like 2x. Here a is constant. In place of a here 2 is there. So derivative of ax is a into dx. So cos ax, you can write this a this side, a into cos ax dx. That is derivative of sine ax. Now see, derivative of sine ax with respect to x, what you will be getting? You can say directly. So cos ax, derivative of ax. So cos theta, derivative of theta. In place of theta, what is there here? Ax. Therefore, now again if you differentiate this, cos ax into a dx, here with respect to what we are doing? Dx. So simply if you want to write a cos ax, with respect to x if you are doing this dx will not come. Now let us assume derivative of sine ax divided by dt with respect to time. At that time what you will be getting directly, you can say a cos ax in numerator dx, in denominator dt. So a cos ax dx by dt. So let us assume now derivative of sine at they get. Sine at. Now in place of x t is there. Now derivative of sine theta is cos at into derivative of at. So now cos at. What is derivative of at? A into dt. Therefore a cos at dt. Now same question, derivative of sine at with respect to time if they get. At that time what will be getting? Dt by dt. A cos at dt by dt will be cancelled. So a cos at. Now same question, derivative of sin AT with respect to x, let us assume. Derivative of sin AT with respect to x. Then how we will write? Cos AT into derivative of AT by dx. So final answer will be A cos AT dt by dx. So what will be coming in denominator as it is, it will be coming like this. This is derivative of sin theta. Same like that in math they will give derivative of cos theta is minus sin theta dt. So see the how we are going to apply all these. We are going to be done in physics later. Just you can practice this. In next class we are going to meet. Thank you.